Good morning, lovelies, or good day or good evening, whenever you're watching this. How am I supposed to know? I am a little bit out of it today. Friday, on my way to work, I end up slipping on my porch steps and falling down quite a few stairs. And I've got quite a few bumps and bruises, no broken bones, thank God. But my mind was out of it for a little while, which is why this is late. Sorry about that. I'm trying a new system. Instead of uploading them early, I'm going to show my two-step process of how I fill out my bullet journal. So right here, step one, my normal stuff, my normal setup. For the month, it still works well for me. I don't really feel like changing it now that I finally figured out what I like. But I'm filling in my first calendar. As you'll see, I have a few little things here, like my quote at the end, which says, "A word of encouragement during a failure is worth more than an hour of praise after success." And I find this really important for my word of the month, which is encouragement, because I've had quite a rough February. I won't get into the details of that, but that's part of working with a lot of different creative people, is that our opinions don't always mesh well together. And it takes a lot of my brain power away from the creative and the business side of the things that I do sometimes. And encouragement is something I really need at the moment. Anyways, you can also see I filled in my spring break and my 9th anniversary, as this month I've been with my husband for, it'll be 12 years on the 7th. I never thought that would happen, but I'm excited that it has. Anyways, now I'm filling out my master task list calendar, which is a little bit different setup than the first calendar, and has more of an editorial business-minded purpose to it. This is just the initial setup. I will fill it in later in the video, as is my normal process. Fortunately, I did not make those lines go all the way across like I did in February, which was so ridiculous of me. I should know better. But now I'm just looking up some information that I need for my task list to see where I am. Probably looked at a few emails too, if I'm being honest, but I sped that up so it wouldn't seem so long. Now I'm putting down my green washi. I love this color. I love green. You will see green happen a lot because I like all versions of green, even baby poop green. I like it all. But I have issues laying stuff down a little bit in this video, like that washi. That was mild. Wait. I took out the part where after I've printed out my cover art, I put it down and I ripped it up and I put it down again. It didn't fix any of the problems, but oh well. Now I am on to my editorial calendar. It's starting to loosen up just a little bit. You'll see a few little blank spaces there. Uh, Although this will be filled up, they are filled up now because last month, again, brain not being happy with me, I have too many things going on, that I fell behind in, and hopefully I'll be able to update my blog stuff later. It was just like I just couldn't write the articles and the blog posts that I wanted to, because I just couldn't. So they'll be there in this next month, hopefully. But here you see me just filling in my penciled marks in pen. Most of these are for the Transmundane blog. We are transitioning between two anthologies. We have Transcendent, which is out now, which is massive anthology. It's got over 70 authors in it, and 14 pieces of artwork, and it's a pretty big beast, and it's beautiful. Everybody's exclaimed about the beauty of it from who's gotten it, so it makes me quite happy about that. But there's still the blues, the Transmundane. The dark blue is my newsletter. The light pinkish purple is my blog, and of course green is YouTube. So I see my new pen case. I use that for work mostly, keeping all of my things together, because I got a new bag for my work bag that doesn't have a pocket to keep all my pens in, and that was a $5 pen case, half the price of a Tina one that I wanted to match my bag, and it's shiny and it's extra, and you know what? I like it. I can't help myself sometimes. But now you see that I needed to create my content calendar or my editorial calendar in order to help fill in some of my master task list, like when I need to draft certain posts so that I can have them ready in time to be uploaded on my blog, which again, I had trouble with last month. But that's the purpose of me doing it in that order, and of course doing it in pencil before I mark it in, because things change sometimes. Fortunately, I did have most of my list planned out because I do this quarterly, and I plot out each one of my quarters with my main goals that I can break down even further for my list. Because the farther you break them down, the more things you get to check off, and the better you feel, or the better I feel, checking things off and getting things done if they're broken down pretty small. This is going to take me a second. You see, I keep flipping back and forth and want not to figure out what exactly all needs done this month, which is usually a lot. So this is day 2 of planning, and it's not consecutive. This is pretty much the day before the end of the month. And you'll see I've been learning the Rubik's Cube, which is funny. I've always wanted to learn how to do a regular Rubik's Cube, and I can do the normal 3x3 now. I can even do the same colored 3x3 with different shapes and whatnot. I always wanted to do it. My husband learned how to do it, and he's like, I'm going to teach you how to do it. And I sat here thinking, this is a waste of time. I'm never going to learn this. I'm frustrated. I have other things to do. And then after a couple days, I learned how to do it, and I can do it pretty fast. And it does distract me quite a bit sometimes. But now I'm working on that 12-faced one, which I haven't gotten much farther than what you saw there. But now, this is my computer. A lovely man in the background is my character Jean from my normal Broken World series, but I am just printing out my main artwork for the month while I'm watching soap making in the background, and you can see how big and messy my office is. Oh my gosh, I have so much stuff. It needs cleaned super bad. But right now I'm just printing out the cover. I'm going to cut it out with my paper slicer, which is just a cheap little thing I got from Hobby Lobby. You can get it in any craft store under $10. And again, I tried to make this smooth, but the other side you'll see in a couple minutes when I flip through again how it wrinkled my page on the other side, even after 2 attempts, because I suck, and it just was not coordinated. Again, having a bad February, it happens sometimes, and I just dealt with it. I didn't want to tear up my journal any more than I already had. And I've been really into the sparkly washi tapes. I need some more of those. They make life worth living. Alright. So now I am inking in my master task list and my monthly calendar so I know when all of those things happen. Again, this is just my process. I don't like to wait until it's too close to the end of the month to begin setting up, but then I do like to wait until the end of the month to actually fill it in with ink because I never know when things are going to change. And I love to update that way. So now you can see I'm updating my front stuff, I finished my novella at 21,000 words. I finished reading a book this month, which was really awesome. Probably also didn't help me in getting things done, but I needed the brain break. I really did. And it was a good book. I'm going to get the other 7 in this series, hopefully. It's only $9.99 on Amazon, so I might do that. My word count, I reached my word count goals again. I actually ended up with 8,352 words in a total of 16,136 instead of my simple 15,000, so I'm ahead. That makes me happy. I'm also 2/3 of the way through a new story, my In the Air story for the month. And I'm excited about that. It's almost done. And then I'm going to be working on my Broken World series again. Blood Phoenix, Inferno. Book 4 or 5 of Rhea's story. Pretty damn excited about that. So now, as you see, it's kind of jerking around. It took me a while to do this, and I tried to speed it up. But I track a lot of different stats, as you can see, for my author, for my press, for my pen name, my book sales, my mother's website, and our Crescent Cat project, which we haven't been working on too diligently, but there you go. And now I am just going back and checking off the things that I got done just to make sure that I can check them off and that I don't have to repeat them throughout my list. And that's pretty much it, you guys. So hopefully you found this helpful. I'm going to get back to work. I hope you have a productive day, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye!